Okay, so everybody knows that we're being recorded. Okay, there's going to be other people that join us, but we're going to go ahead and get started with who we've got. We've got a nice group of people here. So, all right, so today I'm not in my home, as is obvious, you know, about my surroundings here. I'm actually doing a house sitting job, but I've been enjoying just putting together. I wanted this class just to be nice and simple, very light, just exactly what my topic is all about, summertime. More light, you know, nothing real, you know, crazy where we got to do a lot of thinking, but let's just talk about some summertime citrus oils. I'm also going to talk about the LLVs. LLV stands for lifelong vitality. I'm going to talk just a little bit about that and why we should be taking it if we're not. At the end of class, we're going to talk about pain. You know, being that's something that, you know, a lot of people deal with. I think the statistics is 1 out of 3 people deal with daily pain. I'm not one of them, thankfully. And one of the reasons that I can attribute a lot that to is the lifelong vitality. But for those that, you know, have chronic pain, you know, that they've been, whether it's fibromyalgia, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, there's all kinds of osteoarthritis. There's all kinds of things that, you know, that cause us pain. We're going to talk a little bit about some of those things at the end of class, and then we're going to have Juanita is going to share a little bit of pain. Maybe Sharon, maybe you can send her a text and just make sure that she hasn't forgotten about us today.
Yeah, I've already sent her a text.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. Alrighty, so here we go. Summertime citrus oils. So some of the wonderful things that citrus oils can do for us. Now, we talked last week about being careful with citrus oils when you're going out into the sun, right? Always, you know, you don't want to like, hey, I'm gonna go out in the sun and maybe I'm going to the beach, right? Taking my grandkids or taking my kids to the beach and, oh, I'm gonna put some lemon on my face. Don't do that, okay? If you're gonna take your grandkids or you're gonna take your kids out to the beach, use lemon the day before, not the day of, okay? So anytime we're going to have an extended period of sun exposure. Now, sun exposure, I'm not talking about, you know, going into the grocery store from the car to the store, or, you know, I don't know, you know, maybe you're going to, you know, just have a brief exposure out in the sun. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about prolonged exposure, 30 minutes, right? 40 minutes, greater than, you know, greater than just a brief little, you know, time in the sun. So citrus can do some wonderful things for us, okay? We just want to be very, very careful not to allow ourselves to, you know, to be hurt, you know, when just by doing something that maybe we don't think about. So just always remember citrus oils day before going out into the sun, okay? Now, let me go ahead and advance. All right, here we go. All right, and these are just some of the benefits of citrus oils, okay? Now, by citrus oils, we're talking about bergamot, lemon, grapefruit, citrus bliss, citrus bloom, tangerine, clementine, green mandarin, and there's plenty more. I think wild orange is one that I didn't say. So there's a whole lot of citrus oils, but they're all good for enhancing the mood, for bringing great emotional balance. They work on the brain's chemicals, resulting in an improved mood. Okay, so anytime, you know, when you think about, you know, maybe down and, you know, dark or whatever, citrus is kind of like that bright sunshine that just brings, you know, energy and life and just, you know, just great, you know, good moods and, you know, into the household. So it's very, very good when you want to maybe get people going and get people lively and moving and everything. It provides a great amount of antioxidant protection. Okay, and we can talk all about free radicals. I'm not going to, but just understand that citrus oils are very, very good for antioxidant protection. They eliminate germs. They are well known for fighting against pathogens, for killing germs. So for that reason, they're really great for cleaning, right? Cleansing inside as well as cleaning our homes, okay? So here's the cleansing inside, immune system, right? They cleanse and they boost our immune system. Really, really good for the immune system. Very good for air freshener, right? I mean, who would not want to walk into your home with maybe wild orange and maybe a drop of peppermint going in your diffuser, right? I've been diffusing lemongrass and peppermint. I'm the type of person that like, I'll do the same thing for like a week or two and then I'll kind of change it. So I've been doing lemongrass and peppermint in the kitchen. Oh, I don't know, for like the past week now. And absolutely just, I love the smell. It's very, very bright and it's a potent smell too. Of course, excuse me, anything with peppermint is, it's very strong. And very, very good for respiratory health. Things like colds or sinuses, not only diffusing it, but also, and we're going to talk a little bit about sore throats, but it's just very, very good for respiratory health. All right. I don't know why I'm having a hard time advancing my screen for some reason. All right, so here, cleaning sticky surfaces, like let's say you got like maybe like the residue, maybe like a sticker was, maybe on, how many times, I don't know what they put those stickers on. Like, boy, I tell you what, it's like, they really don't want those stickers to come off. A little bit of lemon oil is very, very good. Just be really, really careful because sometimes, and I've made that mistake, is if it's like a painted surface or if it has writing on it and you put a little bit of lemon oil, sometimes it'll actually take the writing off. I've learned that the hard way. So just be careful, what you put it on. Maybe do a little, tests on, another area of it just to make sure it doesn't, because the lemon oil, it'll take away that sticky residue, but it can also take away maybe something that you didn't want it to take off, right? It's very powerful. Citrus oils, very good for anxiety, very good for irritability, okay? Now, I know that anxiety can hit anybody. I know sometimes, maybe you're just stressed out, you've got a lot to do, maybe a lot is going on, whether it's, issues with a relationship, maybe a child or a grandchild, whatever it might be. Sometimes we could get, maybe overwhelmed with things. So a little bit of citrus oils, rubbing it on your neck, diffusing it in the air on your pulse points several times a day. Again, boosting energy like we had already talked about, removing toxins, really, really important. We filter so many toxins, especially in our liver. Our liver is basically, it's like a great big filtering system. All of our blood, so everything that you've eaten, as it goes into your GI tract, it's brought by the hepatic artery right to the liver. Everything gets filtered through that liver. And as you ingest essential oils, citrus essential oils, they go through the liver and they detoxify your liver. So just think, I mean, when you think about a filtering system, well, the filtering system sometimes needs a little bit of cleaning out itself, right? And so citrus essential oils can do just that. Also very, very good for the skin. Vitamin C is actually, it's a brightening, it brightens your fingernails. If you can put it on your fingernails, maybe with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil or whatever, maybe your lotion or whatever, it brightens that, brightens your skin, but it's very, very good for toning your skin also. It's good for oily skin. If people have, oily skin, just remember, photosensitive, remember what we were talking about in the beginning. Don't use it and then decide you're going to go and hang out in the sun. It's going to increase that the UV that we actually absorb, and so it can make you get sunburn a lot easier. So and also the dilution is also very, very important. So here's some of the the citrus oils. Some of these we're going to talk about. Lime, like Sharon was just saying, and Sharon's going to find out, is the lime from key lime? Where exactly is lime from? That's something that I've never really looked into. And I don't use lime very often. I have it, but I don't use lime very often. Now, bergamot and lemon, those are ones that I use often. Wild orange, again, I use that often. So anyway, I want to talk about citrus bloom because I've been noticing that, the citrus bloom, it just came back, that collection, it just came back, and I cannot wait to get mine. Citrus bloom is an unbelievably wonderful, wonderful smelling oil. And so it's a great oil to add to your collection, but here's what citrus bloom has in it: wild orange, grapefruit, lavender, Roman chamomile, and magnolia. So, I mean, just thinking about those oils, it's like, oh my goodness, it's, it smells wonderful, and I don't even have the bottle open to my nose, but just knowing what's in there, it's just a beautiful smelling oil. But what does citrus bloom do? It's good for emotional type things, right? Anxiousness, tension, feelings of tranquility. It's a relaxing, but it's just a very, very uplifting. Okay. So, I mean, does that make sense that it could relax as well as uplift? Yeah, because when you're relaxed, you're usually in a good frame of mind. You can put some in the hand lotion, to give it a beautiful, of course, you don't want to put it in a hand lotion that already has smell, but I know doTERRA has a really nice hand lotion that's unscented. So you can add your scent. So every time you put that hand lotion on your skin, you can put a different oil, and you can have a different, experience every single time you use it. So this is the collection that has just come. This I cannot wait. Especially because I want that touch, and I want the body wash. But all of those others are, wonderful too. But those two in particular are the ones that I'm waiting to get my hands on. So anyway, these are just some different things that you can do. You can use it as a perfume, which is exactly what I do every single morning. One of my touches, they go all over my neck, and I use them as deodorant as well, because I don't use antiperspirant deodorant type stuff, except for doTERRA. I do use doTERRA's deodorant, but I use these as a deodorant, and it works wonderfully. Antiperspirant is a terrible, terrible thing to do to yourself. Antiperspirant is just what it says, antiperspirant. So this is a product that has chemicals in there that are keeping you from sweating. So anti-perspiration, right? This is one of the most important places for detoxification. And if you're forcing yourself not to detoxify in that area, it's backing up in the mammary area and very, very unhealthy for you. So antiperspirant is terrible to use. Deodorant, on the other hand, depending on what's in the deodorant, this can actually be used as a deodorant, as well as other oils that I use a multitude of different oils as a deodorant, and I absolutely love them. So, all right, let's talk about Citrus Bliss. Once again, great for perfume, great for deodorant. This is a wonderful smelling. I fell in love with this oil like 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now, and this has got to be one of my favorite oils. Of course, Ylang Ylang, and I have not tried this in my diffuser, but I need to try this in my diffuser. So I need to remember to try, because I love Ylang Ylang and I love Citrus Bliss. So I could just only imagine what they smell like together. So Paradise Island, yeah. All right, so I want to talk just a little bit about lemon. Okay, so this is a really cool little graphic that I found online. What is the difference between lemon juice and lemon essential oil? Okay, so I found some of the, what's the difference, and I placed it over here onto the left. So lemon essential oil is from the rind, okay? Lemon juice is from the pulp, okay, from the inside, okay? Which is usually, like if we, let's say we, or let's say we, we buy an orange or whatever. What we eat is usually the inside of that lemon, right? Or of that oil. We usually don't eat the rind. Why don't we eat the rind? Well, it's kind of bitter and everything, but inside of that rind is some very, very powerful and important things. One being the essential oils. Okay, so if you ever took like a, you maybe like you peel the, the lemon, or you peel the orange, and you take that rind and you pinch it in your fingers, like you're squeezing the two sides together, you're going to see something just like a little bit of something just like coming out of it, a little bit of oil or a little bit of liquid. That's the essential oil. So for each lemon, it's not like you're getting a lot of essential oil, but the essential oil is so, so important, right? It's so cleansing. It aids in digestion, much more so than the lemon juice, because it's very, very concentrated of that limonene. So it's very, very good for the digestive system. It's something really good to have like first thing in the morning to get all of your, your gut moving and, things. It's just really, really good for your GI system, but it's also very good because it cleanses. It's a detox, right? So 2 drops of lemon oil, lemon essential oil in water is a wonderful thing to start your day with, okay? And just 2 drops, there's no way that you're gonna be able to get the amount of juice that you would be able to get in the essential oils, okay? So, like I say, essential oils are very highly concentrated. Also, essential oils are easier, or maybe easier to ingest for those that have sensitive stomachs. Why is that? Some people, not everybody, but some people they might have more of a sensitivity to that citric acid, right? Citric acid, we know, is really, really strong, right? You put like if you have a cut and you put some, the citric acid from the lemon, it's going to burn, right? Well, it can do that same thing on your insides. Not everybody, but some people. But the essential oil, not so, right? If you take the essential oil, it's got a different makeup than the lemon juice, okay? It does not contain that citric acid. All righty. Let's go ahead and advance the screen. Every time somebody joins the Zoom, I have a hard time. I think I'd say this every single time. Anyway, okay, so lemon. It's a natural disinfectant. It detoxes. It removes gum or goo, right? Here are some things that you can actually add it to. You can add it to your laundry detergent to remove odors. You can add it to the dishwasher soap to help your dishes are nice and shiny. And you can add it to baked goods for like a nice lemony zing. Or what I do, I just put it in my water as a natural detoxifier. Okay, it's also good for bites or for stings. It's good for blood pressure, good for colds, concentration as you diffuse it, constipation, depression, digestion, good for dry throat, kidney stones, lymphatic cleansing, physical energy, stress, and varicose veins. Okay, every time I get out of the shower, I put a combination of lemon and a couple drops. I usually put 3 to 4 drops in the palm of my hand and 3 to 4 drops of cypress along with the lemon. A little squirt of FCO, rub it together, and I rub it all over my legs. Okay, just trying to, I don't want to, I'm trying to prevent things from happening that, we're kind of already in progression. Do you know what I mean? All right, here we go with Motivate. Okay, beautiful, beautiful citrus inside of Motivate. It's the encouraging blend. So here's what's in it. You've got rosemary, you've got yuzu peel, which I don't know what yuzu peel is. If anybody out there knows, you can share that at the end of class, but I don't know what yuzu peel is, but it sure does look like it's a citrus oil to me. We've got melissa flower, we've got clementine, which we all know that is citrus, coriander, peppermint, vanilla bean, absolute, and basil. What a combination of oils in this beautiful blend. And just what it says that it does promotes feelings of confidence, belief. It's motivational. Okay, it's amazing. I really think that it's amazing how that smells can actually prompt certain emotional processes in our brain. I think it's just unbelievable, just the way that God made our bodies. We respond. That's the reason we've got a sense of smell for a reason, right? It didn't give us these honkers for nothing, right? We got them for a reason. Smell affects your taste. Smell affects your emotions. It's very, very important. As a matter of fact, the sense of smell is actually what begins the digestive process. Now, I'm not going to go all into that, but it is amazing. Did you ever smell something and your mouth actually waters? That is a digestive process right there, because digestion starts in your mouth. So really, really cool. Anyway, apply it to a shirt collar, before. Who of us are giving speeches, right? I know I feel like I'm giving speeches all the time, whether it's to my kids, to my grandkids, or, whoever. I always feel like I'm getting on some kind of a soapbox, and giving some speech. But anyway, counteracting negative emotions, applying it to the pulse points. Now, of course, it's not like most of us are going out to competition, yeah, I'm going to go play baseball today, or, oh, I'm on the soccer team or whatever. No, we're not usually doing that. But, it is a very good just to give that motivation. Okay. Cheer. Now, this is just a wonderful oil. This is just one of my favorite. There's no way. Every time I open up this, I tell people, I say, there is absolutely no way that you can open a bottle of cheer and not smile. There's just no way. Exactly what it says that it does, the name of it is what it does. Okay, this is definitely the cheerful blend. All right, here we go. So what is inside the blend? So we have lemon myrtle, we have wild orange, we have clove, vanilla bean, and cinnamon. And my goodness, the combination of these, I would have never thought to put cinnamon and wild orange and lemon myrtle. I would have never thought, okay, cinnamon and clove, yeah. But I would have never thought to put cinnamon with these beautiful, beautiful citrus smells. It smells wonderful. All right, here we go with bergamot. This is one of my favorites because of the fact that it's a very, very light smell. It's not like a real powerful citrus smell. All right, and one of the things I heard, and maybe somebody out there could look this up really quick, but one of the things that I heard, and I always forget to look it up, is I've heard somewhere that bergamot was not photosensitive, but I'm not sure of that. And so I don't want to, get out there and say that, but if somebody could look that up for me and just, maybe, explain it after class, maybe Lou or somebody can look that up. But I love bergamot because it reminds me of my Italian heritage. It's because we harvest it from Italy. Why? Because that's where it grows the best. Okay. It's a very, very delicate citrus plant. It requires a special climate and a special soil. One that's found obviously there in the Mediterranean, there in Italy, but it's a beautiful, beautiful smell. It's good for your skin. It's very, very good for soothing and reducing stress and anxiety. And here are some beautiful Bergamot diffuser blends. I just love even the names of these, Autumn Walk or Mental Clarity. Beautiful, beautiful diffuser blends. If you want to take a snapshot of that, let me know if you need me to go back. Diffusing it when stress is high, applying it to the skin while showering, inhaling it deeply, okay? Here's a really cool thing. You can actually change your regular tea to Earl Grey by just adding a drop of bergamot. Any tea lovers out there? Try it. Apply it to the feet before bedtime. So anyway, it's got some beautiful, beautiful properties to it. All right, I wanted to add just a couple of these really cute. I know a lot of people, love to, I know I do. I love to make lemonade with the oils. One thing that you got to remember though, is put it in the bottle first and then give it a good shake, right? Because if you just, mix it in your cup and then you just pour the oils and you start drinking it, the oils are going to be all over the top. Okay. And I know my daughter yesterday, she was like, Mom, I'm feeling sick. What should I do? I'm out of town and I only have these oils. And she had lemongrass and I think she had peppermint or a couple of other oils. And so I told her to, water and put some lemongrass in it. Well, I should have warned her and told her, stir it up really good before you drink it. She just put it in there because she was trying to be in a hurry to feel better in a hurry. And she started drinking. She says, Mom, the lemongrass is burning my lips. I was like, oh, it's like, I'm sorry. So I say that to say it's best to mix this up and get a good stir, get those oils all mixed into the water, then pour it and then go ahead and serve it. While you don't want to just laying at the top of your water and then you drink it, and because it can, it does have a tingly, effect, some of the oils anyway. So, but this sounds like such a wonderful thing to, something nice and refreshing, on a hot Georgia day. Although today is really not very hot. It's actually a little chilly out there. It's kind of different, but I like it. Anyway, so again, this is, citrus oils added to your water. I usually don't have any problem with like lemon, but I usually always, stir it around. Lemon raspberry. Now I thought this one was so nice. I actually thought about my daughter Michelle when I saw this slide here with the because I think she has cups like that, little ball jars with the top, and I just thought it was so cute. Actually just make you happy just drinking, just because of what's going on in your cup. All right, now I thought this was really cute. So fruit ice cubes, how cute is this? I mean, this is just adorable. I want to make it, and I'm going to make it. So take a little snapshot of this, just small little, slices of, just easy as pie to make. All right, citrus slush diffuser blend. Now I've got several diffuser blends going on, and they're all citrus and beach inspired, summertime, nice, airy, light. But this one here, just I had to include it. Seaside. Now the only oil that I don't have of these is that Hawaiian Sandalwood. I don't know if who out there has Hawaiian Sandalwood. I want to know. If you have Hawaiian Sandalwood, please let me know at the end of this class. And I think that there's probably only one person on the Zoom that has it, but I would like to know because I have all the others of this. It used to be helichrysum that, I wanted to get, but now I have helichrysum. All right, I want to talk just a little bit about the LLVs because LLVs are something we all should be taking. If you are not taking Lifelong Vitality, I would like to convince you to go ahead and take these. Why? Not just because they're doTERRA and, everything has to be doTERRA. No, it's because of how well made these are. The superior quality, the way that it's put together, they are whole food supplements. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute. So there's three parts to the Lifelong Vitality. There's the XE Omega, the Alpha CRS, and the Microplex VMZ, okay? Now, I believe in taking all of these every single day. If you're pregnant, you got to make sure you take them in the morning and at night, okay? Very, very important. They're good for prenatals. They're just all around good for everybody. Everybody should be taking these, okay? So what's in them? What do they do? Why am I, making all these claims? Well, I'm not just saying this, okay? XE Omega is good for the brain, the eyes, the nervous system. It has your omega-3, your 6s, and your 9s. These they're lipids. Okay, it's like an oily, which is, of course, it's going to be true when you're talking about your omegas, right? It's good for your skin, for your hair, for your nails. It's good for brain health. It enhances your learning, your remembering. It's good for muscles. It's good for teeth. It's good for bones. A wonderful, wonderful supplement. Okay. This also has certain choice essential oils in it. Okay. Things like frankincense and clove and others. Okay. Now the alpha CRS. Okay, so what does CRS even stand for, right? Okay, it's a cellular renewal. Okay, it is very, very good for our cell function, for metabolism. Okay, that's where everything starts. All of our processes start at the cellular level. Okay, what is the smallest building block of anything that's alive? Well, it's a cell, right? If there is no cell, it's not alive. We're alive because because we're made of multitudes of cells, right? But the alpha CRS is very, very good for our cells. Another nice thing about the alpha CRS is it includes the tummy tamer blend. Okay, so it's got ginger and other things in there to soothe an upset stomach. Some people actually can get an upset stomach from taking supplements, right? And so they've thought ahead, right? It's like, okay, let's take care of that, right? So let's make sure that, that we've got that tummy tamer in there. Again, very good for brain function. Moving on to the Microplex VMZ, okay? VMZ, vitamin and minerals, okay? So it supports healthy immune function, healthy digestion, healthy metabolism, very good for the bones, vitamins A, C, E, and B, which is very, very important. And this is what I think is beautiful, is the way that they're able to put some of these superfoods in there. Okay, now remember, these are all whole food supplements, okay? But the VMZ includes a blend of kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and spinach. Some of the superfoods are in there. Okay, it also contains calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, manganese, and chromium, and then other minerals. These are some wonderful, wonderful vitamins and minerals, as well as your, like I was saying, your omegas. These have got some awesome things in them. Okay, and another neat thing about them is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. That, in other words, if you don't like what these are doing for you, if you don't feel like they're helping you in any way, doTERRA will give you your money back. Okay. So anyway, this alpha CRS also has the ginkgo biloba extract. So there's just some really, really great things in each one of them. The more that I learn about them, the more that I like them. Okay. All right. So yeah, again, XC Omega, these are just awesome. Now, for those who are not, which I don't think anybody on this call is new to it, or has not gotten themselves an account. I think everybody here has an account, but this is a good way to actually start with the supplements, right? It's $195. You get all of these products, which is just awesome. We're going to talk about the deep blue too at the end of class, but that deep blue alone is worth a lot of money. It works wonderfully. But it gives you the XC Omega, the Microplex VMZ, and the Alpha CRS, as well as others, Terrazyme, which are your digestive enzymes, the PBS, which is your probiotics, right? So very, very good additional supplements there. And then also it gives you 5 essential oils, lemon, frankincense, balance, on guard, and lavender. So this is a really, really good way to get started with the lifelong vitality. But that's if you don't already have an account. If you have an account, it would be just a little different, but still, I definitely suggest these are just some just some comments that people say about the lifelong vitality. I have more energy, less pain, get sick less often, sleeping better, less anxious, more focused. And there's actually been times, I think actually somebody that's on this Zoom right now, they went into the doctor and they told the doctor everything that they were taking. And the doctor was like, wow, you know, this is great. You know, you're like a textbook case of making yourself better. But anyway, here's another real life, review. So this gentleman said, I've taken many supplements my entire life, the majority of which I noticed little or no change or improvement. Reason being is because a lot of the supplements go right through, right? These are whole foods, so they stop and they're actually metabolized better into the body. Whole food is metabolized better. If you're getting one of those little compressed one a day, it's a little compressed pill. It takes a lot to metabolize that pill. And a lot of it is just going right through your system. Okay, so very, very important to take something that can actually be absorbed and readily used by the body. That's where whole food supplements are so superior than other supplements that you might be getting from Walmart or Kroger or whatever. So anyway, just understand that. And then also, okay, so I'm going to be quoting from Stephanie Fritz. She's a midwife, and she, she talks about the lifelong vitality for women that are pregnant. She actually she endorses this product, and she absolutely loves it. And so all of these next few slides are just the things that she has said about lifelong vitality. Okay, so now this is just factual information right here. So what does lifelong vitality give to you? 12 servings of fruits and vegetables. Is there anybody out there who's getting 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day? I didn't think so. Take your lifelong vitality and you can say you are. So all of your vitamins and minerals, like I said, in whole food form, okay? Now, the more that you learn about whole food nutrient, whole food supplements, the more that you're going to understand the importance of getting your nutrients through whole food sources, okay? There is anti-inflammatory properties to the lifelong vitality supplements. Natural energy cofactors to literally create energy in your cells. Remember, we were talking about the alpha CRS. Create energy at a cellular level. What does that mean? It just means that there is direct interaction with the organelle that's responsible for energy. And what is that? Who paid attention in science class? It's your mighty mitochondria, right? There's direct interaction between this and your mitochondria, okay? And if you understand anything about, the ATP and all of the exchanges and all of that stuff that happens, it is unbelievable and wonderful to know that this particular supplement actually can interact with our mitochondria. All of the omegas your body needs, right? Like I was saying, your omega-3s, your omega-6s, your omega-9s, right? You get all of the omegas that you need. Powerful antioxidants. There's so much in these bottles. This is the foundation for health, and it's vital for your body to feel and be in a healthy state. That's why they call it lifelong vitality, right? So what we give our bodies today will determine the health of your body tomorrow. We all understand that, right? You are what you eat. Even though these are supplements, they are still part of our nutrition, okay? Because we're putting them into our body and they're being metabolized. That's where we're getting our nutrition, is through the process called metabolization. All right, so here we go. Again, from the Essential Midwife, okay? Stephanie Fritz, she talks about this being the #1 supplement or prenatal vitamin that she recommends for pregnancy. It is fantastic in supporting your body through pregnancy and then even while breastfeeding, okay? Now, because LOVs are a whole food supplement, our bodies can actually assimilate much better than any type of a synthetic vitamin. That means that your body is actually utilizing all of it versus eliminating it because it's synthetic. The nutrients in the LLV are in the perfect amounts for our bodies to assimilate at one time, including iron. She recommends taking the full dose when pregnant or breastfeeding to assure you are getting enough. And then again, this has been a question that people have had about the vitamin A in any supplements, but this vitamin A is from natural food sources, so it doesn't have any effects on the baby. In doTERRA's LLV, the vitamin A is a natural source. Your body will only use what it needs, okay? So there's nothing at all that can be harmful. Bring the ingredients to your OBGYN. Of course, I don't know that there's anybody, but I know that there's a lot of people who know people that are pregnant. I know my daughter-in-law, I just found out I'm going to be a grandmother again. My daughter-in-law is pregnant, and I'm so happy. And this is something that I will be suggesting for her to take throughout her pregnancy. So if you know anybody who is pregnant, this is the best prenatal vitamin that they can take. So it actually helps your body thrive. It's the #1 supplement or prenatal vitamin that this particular midwife recommends for pregnancy. Okay? It's fantastic in supporting your body through pregnancy and then even while breastfeeding. All right, so enough said about the lifelong vitality. If you have any questions about it, please ask. I've got a lot of information. I've done a lot of studies actually with the lifelong vitality. The more that I learn about it, the more that I believe in it, the more I will never stop taking it. So anyway, I had a few more slides before I'm all done. I wanted to talk just to get your cameras ready, take a few snapshots. I'm going to talk just a little bit about some diffuser blends. These are unbelievable. I mean, who would not want to be here right now, right? Look at this beautiful beach, right? I would love to be here right at this particular time. Crashing waves, Ylang Ylang and Bergamo. Lake water, unbelievable. Just ocean stroll, take some snapshots of these. I put these together just, hoping that somebody would fall in love with these diffuser blends as much as I am in love with these diffuser blends. Beachy clean. All right, now, essential oil diffusers. I just wanted to finish off with this, and I really don't know what misinformation might be out there, but some people are just very skeptical about putting anything into their bodies. Diffusers are actually putting these oils into your bodies. Okay, so when you're actually inhaling, okay, every time you breathe in, whatever it is that's around you is going into your body. That's why if we're in a very toxic environment, maybe cleaners or smoke or whatever it might be, pollution, all of that is being assimilated into our bodies in one way or another. Okay, so understand that diffusers and essential oils are actually absolutely scientifically proven to be able to benefit us. Okay, so they're doing lots of studies in lots of different places, but understand that here they're doing this study at Ohio State University. It showed that lemon oil had the power to lift the mood in study participants. There's a lot of studies being done on essential oils, and in particular doTERRA, because of the high quality that doTERRA is. The CPTG standards are actually making them very, very, just very, very good for utilization in the lab studies, just because they are certified pure therapeutic grade. So that being said, I wanted to talk about this beautiful diffuser blend. Now this is fairly new. It's a starter kit, but it does give you your account with doTERRA, and this is all of what you get. You get 5 beautiful oils, right? Cheer, wild orange, and on guard, and citrus bloom, serenity, what is that? Northern Escape and Breathe and Adaptive and Balance Peppermint. There are so many benefits to this particular kit of oils, okay? So this would be a wonderful, wonderful, and that La Luz diffuser, that is a beautiful diffuser. It's glass, it's glass. So you take, it's heavy, and it's actually quite large too. So it's a wonderful, wonderful kit. If you don't have this, this is definitely a kit that you would want to have. So anyway, all right, just a couple of words on pain before I give it to Juanita. Let's talk about pain management just a little bit. Look at the pain management. Take a snapshot of this. Look at what can be done for pain with just a handful of oils. Look at arthritis, headache, flu, inflammation, osteoarthritis, sinusitis. Look at these wonderful oils and what they can do. Rotator cuff, bone pain, joint pain, bruises, general pain, muscle pain. I mean, my goodness, I mean, it's just, you've got so many options, right? So let's say maybe your headache or your migraine or whatever, maybe it doesn't respond to past tense. Maybe it'll respond to deep blue. And I say that only because that's how my headaches respond to deep blue much better than they respond to past tense. So Claricalm, very good for any kind of hormonal issues, okay? And here we go, morphine shot. Look at this. 6 drops of marjoram or oregano, 6 drops of frankincense in a veggie cap. Bam, right? Try it. Just try it. See if it works. See if you like it. Different people respond to different things, right? And here is just a very, very beautiful slide on deep blue, the primary benefits, practical uses. But that deep blue rub is unbelievable. I have one of those. It's a back massager. It kind of looks like a little S, and it's got a big ball on the end. And I just put maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like the size of a, I don't know, maybe like a teeny tiny little grape, right, on the ball, and I just massage my back, especially when I get out of the shower. And oh my goodness, does it feel so good. Anyway, so again, deep blue for joint pain, inflammation, headaches, whiplash, fibromyalgia, bursitis. Look at what this can do for you, arthritis. So anyway, I'm going to open it up at this particular time. I'm going to stop sharing. And Juanita, you could go ahead and unmute yourself and you can take it away. And Juanita, I'm going to keep the recording on. Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn it off when you're done talking. So go right ahead, Juanita.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So I wanted to talk about the polyphenol, and I keep it with me everywhere because I want to make sure that I take it consistently, and I have been, and I'm almost out. So I have to make sure that I order some more. I was telling different ones that is scary because I can't be without it now because of what it has done for me. So about 5 years ago, I had noticed that my hands had started to hurt. And being a bus driver and doing hair and different, things like that, I noticed that my grip when I'm doing hair just wasn't as well. I would have weakness and tingling. Well, there was a progression of it. I wasn't really able to open up jars and things like that. So my activity with my hands slowed down. Now that's weird because they're your hands. And you have to use your hands with everything. So when I would try not to use my hands grew weaker. When I would use my hands too much to the excess, then my hands would get weaker. So it was like a losing battle, and it was very frustrating. So being out here in Tulsa, I know just maybe not even a month ago, someone was telling me about the deep blue polyphenol pills, and at this point, I'm willing to do anything because my hands felt like they were going downhill to where I would rest my hands on my lap, and my hands kind of was doing this. So, and I was getting muscle spasms down my arm when I would try to grip something, and I just couldn't do it. And with pain, the thing about pain is that sometimes it can, it just makes us aware of what's going on in our body. So pain sometimes it's good. However, with pain comes an anxiety, because when I had to drive the bus, and Barbara, you can probably relate to this, when you have to press the brake, pop the brake, you have to push and pull it. And so you have this motion. It was causing me such pain, and it was anxiety when I had to stop my bus because I had to push that and pull that lat. Well, so I'm willing to take this, and I started taking it, and it was at the end of the week. So maybe 4 days, 5 days of taking that. Y'all, I went to go press the brake, and I had the anxiety because of the pain and the things that it would cause my hands, and I pressed it, and I was like, okay. And then I had to pull it, nothing happened. And I'm like, I'm driving the bus, and I'm like, wait a second, nothing happened. Like, I didn't get the tingling sensation, I didn't get the pain. And I'm like, okay, I am literally driving the bus, going down the street, and I start doing this with my hands, and that did not hurt me. And so I was like, okay, great. So I continued to take it. The best thing about taking these is that my hands are getting better and better. It didn't just stop with that little bit. It's like it's improving. And so now it's like I went to go open up I think it was my red grapefruit, no muscle spasm. So I wanted to say that, and I'm continuing to take them. I want to keep on taking them. I feel great. My hands feel great, and I'm willing. I want to do more things. I'm not afraid. The anxiety is starting to go away. So yeah, polyphenol for life. And it helps in other areas too, my knees. But generally, I just noticed a big difference about it in my hands. And I've been telling everybody at work, and it's like, you have got to. And then when something works for you, it's like, and you got to tell. I had to tell the other drivers because, of course, they were talking about their hands, but now I feel bad because it's like, oh, my hands feel great. But anyway, that's all I wanted to share, that this really has helped me a lot.
Okay. All right. I was actually,
I had a question for Juanita.
Okay, go ahead.
Juanita, were you considering surgery? I thought you were considering surgery.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. And actually, I still am considering it, but I know that I read that if your hands go past a certain point, when they start with the numbness and the tingling sensations that are so bad, the article that I read is like, you might be past surgery. You might be past the point of surgery where it could really actually help you. But my hands feel great. I don't even, it's like, yeah, I'm considering, maybe it's to the point where I could, and then the problem could be hopefully just eradicated. But my hands feel so good right now. It's like, one way or another, I'm fine. Oh,
that's
yeah.
Great. That's great.
I was clapping the other day. I was like, because my hands don't hurt when I clap. So.
All right. Somebody has a question for you, Juanita. Go ahead.
I think I just froze. Juanita.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, a question. How often do you take them? And like how many per day? And how many times a day?
I take 2 per day in the morning.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to share this. Where did it go? Here it is. Can everybody see the screen? Juanita, Sharon, could you guys see this?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we can see it.
All right, so this is the deep blue polyphenol complex. Now, the nice thing about this is when you Okay, you see this price, $59.50? If you're getting the Lifelong Vitality, you can add this for only $20. Is that correct, Lou? You can add to your cart while purchasing the Lifelong Vitality, and it only costs $20.
Correct. And you can get, I believe, a limit of 2 per month at
Okay,
that special price for $20.
yes. So it's a really, really great way to add to, I mean, everybody should be doing that Lifelong Vitality, like I was saying. This is a good complement if you're experiencing pain. And most people, like I was saying, 1 out of 3 people experience daily pain, right? Some people can get away, whether it's, I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can actually prevent pain, keeping the weight down, preventative measures, healthy eating, exercising, always moving, right? But sometimes we're in those, like in Juanita's case, you know, she's in an actual career where she's always using her hands, right? And so that's experiencing her pain. So, but anyway, if you look down at this, you've got frankincense, you've got ginger, curcumin, resveratrol, and other polyphenols to soothe occasional aches and pains. It's also very, very good to use it with, like the Deep Blue Rub, but it also contains the tummy tamer, like I was telling you, with the peppermint, ginger, and caraway. So anyway, this is an awesome, unbelievable product. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. I am going to go ahead and stop sharing, and I'm also going to stop recording.